Walking the Castle district, or the Old Town of Prague, is like walking through the streets of a fairy tale. Colourful facades, a stunning mix of architectural styles. It is easy to see why the Prague is the big attraction for the tourists from all over the world. During the visit, somehow every visitor to Prague is drawn to one spot in particular, as if by a force of gravity, and that spot is the majestic Charles Bridge. Charles Bridge, in Czech language pronounced as Karlův most, is a medieval stone arch bridge that crosses the Vltava river in Prague, Czech Republic. Its construction started in 1357 under the auspices of King Charles IV, and finished in the early 15th century. The bridge replaced the old Judith Bridge built 1158 to 1172, that had been badly damaged by a flood, in 1342. This new bridge was originally called Stone Bridge, or Prague Bridge, but has been referred to as Charles Bridge since 1870. As the only means of crossing the river Vltava until 1841, Charles Bridge was the most important connection between Prague Castle and the city's old town and adjacent areas. As the only means of crossing the river Vltava until 1841, Charles Bridge was the most important connection between Prague Castle and the city's old town and adjacent areas. The bridge is decorated by a continuous alley of 30 statues and statuaries, most of them Baroque style, originally erected around 1700, but now all have been replaced by replicas. Unfortunately, when we visited, the weather was not in our favor. It was drizzling, so the performers and singers who are the icon of this bridge were missing. There are some urban myths connected with Charles Bridge. First is the construction date. Holy Roman Emperor Charles IV was not only devoutly religious, but also believed heavily in numerology. So to construct the bridge, he consulted his numerologists to find the perfect date to lay the foundation stone. That date The year 1357, 9th day of the 7th month, at 5:31 a.m. in the morning, or a pyramid of odd numbers. That date. Second legend believes that Charles IV insisted that every village in his kingdom supply him with a horse cart full of eggs, so the egg whites could be used in the mortar to hold the bridge together. The third legend relating to Charles Bridge is based around the most famous statue on the bridge, that of Jan of Nepomuk. He was the court priest to Wenceslas IV, the son of Charles. Wenceslas was quite a horrible man. He would often walk around the markets of Prague in disguise, and if a merchant sold him underweight good, he would have the merchant nailed to his scales. Now Wenceslas confronted Jan and demanded to know what the queen had told him during her confession. Jan refused, and as punishment the king had Jan's tongue cut out. He was tied up in a sack and was thrown off the Charles Bridge into the heaving Vltava river below. Jan's body then floated in the same spot for several days, and when it sank a ring or crown of 5 stars circled the water, where his body disappeared. The Charles Bridge's most famous statue is of Jan, and below it are 2 reliefs. The one on the left shows a soldier patting a dog, and represents loyalty. And the relief on the right shows Jan being thrown into the river. Rubbing the relief of the soldier is supposed to bring you good luck, and rubbing the relief of Jan being thrown from the bridge means you will return to Prague. A little further down the bridge is a small iron framework with a depiction of Jan floating below the bridge. This is the exact point where he was thrown to his death. It is also good luck to rub this one. Charles Bridge has 2 faces: the hustle, bustle and energy of the day and the magical and mysterious by night during each season. During the day the bridge is packed. Tourists and locals alike jostle for position for that perfect photo of the castle, or peruse the myriad of artists plying their wares. You will find handmade jewelry, caricature artists and some amazing painters and photographers lined either side eager to help you spend money. Not only that, but it is not uncommon to find jazz bands, Dixie bands and soloists all eagerly entertaining passers-by, hoping for a generous coin or 2 thrown into their hat. At night, however, the bridge really comes alive. Towering over the bridge, the illuminated castle looks more like a giant painting or film set. The towers and statues illuminated at night throw an eerie light over the bridge, and you can feel the myths and legends enveloping you from all sides. While the Charles Bridge is great fun during the day, to get a real sense of the true magic of the bridge, you must visit it at night.